Hi, this is the weekly horoscope for Leo for the week of May 1st already, 2023. Yes. And on Sunday, I will be putting up the the monthly horoscopes as well, Sunday and Monday. So be sure to check that out. So we have a lot of energy. So Monday, Pluto goes retrograde at 0 degrees. So some of you have this in your sixth house, which I will talk about. And some of you have this in your seventh house, which I will talk about on Sunday or Monday. So Mars is not well aspected in your 12th house as subconscious and self-undoing, police, kidnapping, psychiatry, drugs, spirituality, doctors, nurses. So this is a T-square happening with the 4th, 10th, and 12th house. So you need to watch your emotional self. You may not be getting along with people that you live with, or you could be really having some tantrums and tiaras being thrown at this time. Try to stay on the right side of the law. This can be you dealing with hospitalization, so having some mental breakdowns at this time, or certain situations, or be careful with other people in your outbursts because certain people could even try to take you and institutionalize your ass. So be careful, pick and choose your battles. You have been warned. Okay. You have been warned already, because God forbid, oh my, you know how people are these days. Oh my God, you crazy. And it's like, okay, I'm crazy. So it's like, oh, you can't win, can you? You can't win. So be careful with that, alrighty? You need to rely more on yourself at this time. You may need to go with the flow and let go of control and go more with the flow. You can have some karma with a Cancer sign, and the two of you could be butting heads with each other and really not getting along at this time. And this could be a family member, this could be an ex, this could be somebody that you live with, or a love relationship that you have and you live with them, because we're dealing with the 4th, the 10th, and the 12th house. So this is you like really fighting with this person, or this could be, God forbid, dealing with one of your children and really having it go down with one of your kids. Okay, so try to stay on the right side of the law. You could have some power struggles with other people in your life because you're trying to get your way with certain situations, or you're trying to control or assert control over certain situations, and you need to be objective at this time, or fair, or compromise, and try to step out of the situation. Allow cooler heads to prevail, which is easier said than done because Mars is in Cancer. So you're kind of like running with your emotions because you're feeling some kind of damn way. There is a potential that you may push yourself so hard to get ahead that you can actually cause injury to yourself, or your health can break down at this time. Okay. Tuesday, Palace moves into your first house as well. So this is going to be also, Pluto goes retrograde in your sixth house, some of you in your seventh house. So this is changing, is happening with your relationships, could be changing, or you could be experiencing changes at work. In the sixth house, this could be changes in regards to health, and health can be more of the focus during this time period. And some of you have an interception between Capricorn and Aquarius in your sixth house as well. So this could be like the focus on your health during this time period as well. Your relationships with family or your routine can be changing. You do have a lot of planets in your ninth house, your 10th house, and your 11th house. So this is a busy time for you with career, or your social life, or business, or with your routine. And your routine can be changing because you're getting so busy and you're starting something new at this time. So certain things may no longer apply in your life. Certain projects you were working on may have to be put on hold. You can be more about your social life and traveling and visiting friends and family with this energy. This is dealing with health issues, so careful, don't push yourself. You have a kite energy happening with the 10th, 4th, 8th, and 12th house. So change is happening. This could be a move happening for some of you. Again, traveling could be coming up. This could be a good news in regards to purchasing of a home. Business, this could be good news in a move. You can be using this time to work on yourself, diet, making lifestyle changes. This is also in your 7th house as well. So Aquarius, so wherever Aquarius is in your natal chart, but if you're like watching for your rising, or your sun is in a different house or whatever, so be sure to check your natal chart as well. So this could be ending a relationship. This could also be for, God forbid, spousal abuse. So be on the right side of the law. A lot of tension with the people around you. You will need to learn to have confidence in yourself, even when your life deals you a few blows. You range from overconfident to completely lacking self-confidence. The truth lies somewhere in between. Juno moves into Gemini this week. Palace in your first house, Juno in your 11th house. Juno in the 11th house in the sign of Gemini. You benefit through other people, groups, or organizations this week. You can be joining a group or organization, and this could be like your friends jumping in and saying, hey, you need to come this way, you need to join this group or organization, or you benefit through social networking at this time. And this could be people calling you and saying, hey, you wanted to come work with me, you wanted to come, come, so it could be a situation like that. This could also be something as so routine as, hey, do you want to join my church, kind of situation, or do you want to join my gym or my yoga studio, like that. Okay, so I feel like also you're making new friends, you're more about your friends, hear more about other people's responsibilities outside the home at this time. You can be reconnecting with people from your past and romanticizing your relationships or your alliance, or even banking on other people to help you with certain situations or help land you certain jobs that you're inquiring about. You can also be more about your freedom. You don't like to be told what to do, or you can be leaving a group or organizations because you want to be more about your freedom. You may not be able to listen to other people's opinions, or you can feel insulted, or they don't think the same way as you. So you can be feeling some kind of way. This could be a situation where other people want to do their own thing at this time. So you may not be so quick on speaking terms with them. Or you could be really butting heads with people because everybody's kind of has their own plans at this time. And it's like you made these plans first. Okay. It was your idea first. Okay. Nobody would have done this without you, kind of situation. And then next thing you know, everybody else is like off doing their own thing. It's kind of like going to Disneyland, landing in the middle of Disneyland, and then everybody disperse instead of doing everything as a group. And then you're pissed off about it. It's like that as it resonates to you. But it's a situation like that where like you did everything first. You, the one that started this group, you, the one that did this, that, and the third. And then everybody else is boom, off doing their own thing, or somebody else is trying to take control of the situation because they don't like the way you're running things, or they want to run it their way, and you could be feeling some kind of damn way about it. Okay. This could also be people like imposing on you and not even like letting you know that they're imposing on you. And it's like, what the hell? I didn't know I was going to have a sixth or seventh mouth to feed, kind of situation. So this could also be other people because everybody kind of has their own plans at this time, like I said, and not the kind of following the plans that you set and already made in advance, like way in advance with other people. So other people could be changing their minds in regards to what they want to do. And you can feel some kind of way because it was your idea first. Okay, Pallas is squaring Volcanus in the 10th house. You can, or this could be somebody stealing your ideas. You can be sharing the spotlight with others, or someone can be acting like they came up with the idea first and trying to get the attention for it and trying to get the notoriety, the clout for it. For some of you, others are going to take certain situations away from you, or someone could be running up on someone that you're hitting on, kind of situation, but count your blessings with that because it may turn out like that person is crazy, or this other person's going to have a horrible time with the situation or with this person, or it could be they'll have such a bad time with the situation at hand that they end up getting fired. Okay, so let it be. If it's meant to be for you, if God will give it to you. If it's not, then let it be, because I promise you it's probably their lesson. Don't get jealous about their lesson. Okay, change is happening on the 4th. This could be a move happening again, a job transfer. You can have a falling out with a family or landlord, property management you may not be getting along with. For some of you, we could see some Leos going to jail, or this could be a move happening, traveling coming up. You may be involved in some sort of treasure hunt. Items may come up missing more often at this time, and it's not necessarily because people stole them. It's because you forgot. Okay, so know that. All right, it is a good time to probe into your financial accounts. Watch your cell phones this week because they can come up missing because you forgot where you put it. Your communication is fueled by passion. You won't take no for an answer. You're extremely persuasive when dealing with other people, and you look for a common ground effectively to sway them on your side. You're highly intuitive, and you can see through other people's motives and agenda, and you need to watch using this ability to take unnecessary advantage. You're thorough in your way of thinking, and you may enjoy research or investigation, or you have an easier time discovering the truth. So if anybody's lying to you, you will find the truth. And also, this could be like things that were missing a very long, like years ago, you could finally find this week too. old rings that you thought were stolen and so stole. No, they didn't. They're probably in your couch somewhere, wedged in there, and you're going to find it while cleaning your couch, kind of situation. Also, if anybody's lying to you at this time, God forbid, because I know how you love to be lied to, this is going to be you finding the truth. If you're dealing with an audit at work, you'll be able to find whatever files is missing at this time as well. So people could be very impressed. You could also be picking up on mistakes a lot quicker that other people are making on Thursday as well. Okay. I feel also your personal life may become more serious or unfulfilling. You may have to relocate, travel, or say goodbye to old friends and family. You could also be quitting your job at this time. For some of you, the focus is on an elderly parent or on older siblings with this energy. The needs of others outweigh your own now. You begin to drift away from others emotionally, and you may feel alone and alienated from loved ones. You may be out of touch with your family on domestic issues and not aware of what's going on with family. So this could be like kind of catching up with the family this week and finding like a lot of truth being revealed or a lot of things that you didn't know that was going on because nobody's reaching out to each other and nobody's really talking to each other about each other's problems until it's like too late. So you may discover that certain family members, God forbid, are like sick and you didn't know that they were sick until like Thursday. Okay. So Friday, May 5th at 1:34 p.m., the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, you can be dealing with property matters. You can be, this could be dealing with flooding. Okay, so, in Florida, especially the rain and stuff like that. So this could be dealing with flooding at this time or renovating the home because of water damage. You may be able to be effectively mixing business with pleasure at this time. Office routine should be running smoothly. Your domestic routine should be running smoothly. You will not feel like taking on risk or breaking from your routine, which is going to reinforce your habitual nature. It is a good time for introspection on your personal life. Oh my goodness, my nose. There is a balance between your obligations and your personal needs. This is a good time for revising your financial budget and making plans that affect your finance. Inspect the fine print or financial arrangements that you made with other people or agreements, or this could be dealing with a loan. It is a good time to communicate with authorities and deal with governmental issues. Public speaking is favored at this time, a great time for those of you in media and social media. You're very curious at this time about the world around you. This week, communications of all type is favored. You may receive more emails and text messages and phone calls than usual on the lunar eclipse. You can be very busy. Some of you can be creating drastic changes in your life with your moods or attitudes. They change all of a sudden and explosively. For some of you, you may be obsessed with someone at this time. You can be like crushing on somebody and being emotionally manipulative with other people around you at this time and kind of dealing with your low self-esteem or self-worth with this energy, which is making you a little bit needy and expecting certain amount of loyalty from other people as well. So you may need to look into that energy because that may be something that you have to deal with. Maybe you have to learn to be good with being by yourself, and delve into self-worth and self-value during this time period. And that could be the lesson with Scorpio because Pluto in retrograde is going to show you where you don't want to go. So you're going to be really challenged this week with Pluto in retrograde about what it is you need to change and kind of looking at yourself. And it's saying Pluto in retrograde in the 6th house, check it out in your natal chart. Astro theme is really good. I like that one. But check it out to see where it is in your natal chart, because in the 6th house, it's all about working on yourself. And part of that is dealing with the subconscious mind and your consciousness and your way of thinking as well. Okay. The first card I come up with is the Temperance card. I hear looking good. Okay, Leos. So for some of you, you could be your body could be changing at this time with this energy. Of course, it's been 20 years, so your body could be changing. For some of you could be working on yourself at this time, and you could actually see yourself like losing weight, or this could be getting surgeries, elective surgeries at this time. You can be more about your sanity. You can be delving into self-care and self-help at this time. Oh, somebody has a question? Okay, so somebody has a question. So let's see. So when it's in reverse like this, when the cards are in reverse, you can read it, but I don't really like to read them in reverse because you're not supposed to, because it's like bad luck. Oh, I have an ant. Oh, well, it's been raining here. So anyway, so the answer looks like it's going to be yes. Alrighty. But you need to watch your spending at this time. This is the Four of Coins. So you can be a little bit more about your spending with this energy, or you could be over the top and overindulgent with your spending at this time. So as quickly as money comes in, as quickly as it leaves. So watch your spending with this energy. Okay. It may also, your spending, give you comfort. Okay. So it may be like this, like, way of comforting yourself by spending. Okay. So for some of you, this could be teetering, Mars in your 12th house, not well aspect. This could be teetering on hoarding at this time. So I would be careful with what you're buying at this time with this energy, because you could be buying too much things. So make sure you're taking things out, and blah, blah, blah. I'm not telling you how to live your life. The Two of Coins, I feel like certain things right now can be up in the air. You could also be feeling anxious with this energy here as well, and just kind of going through it emotionally, because certain things can be out of your control with this energy, and you're just kind of like spread yourself too thin, or you're just kind of like everywhere emotionally at this time. I mean, you don't mean to be, but it just kind of feels like you're just like everywhere. Like you don't know, you don't really have control over certain things, and you're just kind of like waiting for certain things to happen. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune card does bring about a turn of events during this time period as well. For some of you, this could be a busy time period for you with this energy. You can be more about your sanity. The Nine of Swords, yeah, you're anxious. Okay, some of you could be very anxious at this time. You can be going through a bit of a depression, or this could be just a heavy energy time for you with Pluto in retrograde at this time, and then the stellium in Taurus in your 10th house with this energy, making you more of a pessimist during this time period. So just be aware of that. Watch your emotional self at this time. And then you have Saturn in Pisces in your 8th house, so that's not really helping you. The Ace of Wands, taking creative risk at this time, or thinking about taking certain risks, stepping out of your comfort zone. For some of you, you could be working with tools, or you do better working hands-on with things, because that's how you create, that's how you work. The Devil card, I feel for some of you, you may have no choice but to take life a little bit more seriously at this time, and to focus on certain things that you have been putting off. So this could be like certain responsibilities catching up with you. This could be you having to make certain phone calls that you don't necessarily want to make at this time, because it's almost like looking at your bad, and don't see it like that. See it as more like you're just see it like as if you're cleaning your house. You're just getting everything organized. Okay. I feel also for some of you here that this is job satisfaction at this time. You can be feeling empowered with this energy. You could be getting more hours at work with this energy, or you could be getting some recommendations at work. So it could be like that kind of situation. The Seven of Cups, lots of thoughts of future, or you could be delving more into your fantasy life at this time and being very much in your head with this energy. So really watch your emotional self and where you're taking your brain. You may have to give the brain something to do, because Mars is not well aspected this week. So when Mars is not well aspected in Cancer, it kind of doesn't want to move. It kind of just want to sit there and sit still and not move at all. Okay, so Mars in Cancer is not the best. Like if, let me see. Oh, I got to think about if you're a Gemini, like rising, for example, and you have Mars in Cancer in your 2nd house, which they do, like your money situation is dictated by your emotional self. So, you don't want to, you're kind of sitting on your hands because you're going through it emotionally at this time, and it's going to ruin the rest of your week. So you have to control your brain. You have to make decisions. You make decisions. Okay. You tell that brain what to do. It's really easier said than damn done. Okay. When you're going through a depression and stuff like that, or you're in an emotional funk, it's really hard to do that. But sometimes, you got to push yourself. It's like almost like dieting. You have to control the brain and tell the brain, look, we're going to do this, and sometimes just starting with the most simplest thing, like taking a shower. Okay, is one way to kind of like try to get out of that energy. And it could be a process for some of you here as well. The Knight of Cups, blessings onto the universe for some of you with this energy here. This could also be new love for some of you, not all of you. The Empress card, you can be dealing with a dominating woman. I feel you can have unexpected expenditures coming up, or you need to watch your spending at this time with this energy, because you can regret some of the things that you purchase at this time as well. Or it could be like you're not really paying attention to how much you're spending, and then the bills are catching up with you as well. Okay, so you could be feeling that lack. All right, so be careful this week with that. energy. The Seven of Swords, I feel for some of you here, you can be quitting bad habits. You can also be using this time period to work on yourself with this energy. You can be more quiet into yourself and not really talking about your feelings. Mars in your 12th house, and then the planets in Scorpio in your 4th house, with the Earth in Scorpio in your 4th house. So at this time, you're more quiet into yourself and not really telling people what's wrong with you and kind of going through it emotionally and kind of delving into your bad habits. For others of you, you're working on yourself. You're getting rid of toxic relationships. For some of you, not all of you, with this energy. The Ten of Coins puts an emphasis on money. So there could be some more money coming in. But again, as quickly as it comes in, as quickly as it comes out. For some of you, you could be feeling really stressed out in relationships. For some of you, you could be a single parent and you could be feeling the weight of the world on your shoulder as a single mom or a single dad. For others of you, you could be married and you could be feeling like you're not in this relationship. You're not in this marriage. And it's like you are being the single mom or the single dad in the relationship because this other partner is not doing their part, or they're not participating so much in their life, and they're kind of making you do all the work and stuff like that. So you could be feeling some kind of damn way about certain relationships in your life as well. Or you could be feeling like you're carrying the weight of certain relationships around you with this energy. The Eight of Wands, I see good news coming in, playing your own game at this time, traveling coming up for some of you. The Two of Cups, I feel for some of you here, this could be reconnecting with somebody from your past. I do see emotional support around you at this time, or you could have like somebody like helping you. Might be going through something difficult, and certain people in your life could be like helping you through it or helping you accomplish. You can also be dealing with somebody in social services, helping you get your life back on track here, or helping you get a job and just helping you get back on your feet with this energy. The Six of Coins, I feel for some of you here that this could be this person being very generous with you, or you could be very generous to this person. And, you know, this could be like a symbiotic relationship, or you two going above and beyond for each other and really helping each other out at this time is what I'm feeling when I connect with that. The Five of Coins, I feel for some of you here, you're very ambitious at this time when it comes to certain things that you want. Okay. So those of you who are 50 and older, you could be very ambitious at this time and very cutthroat when it comes to things that you want with this energy and kind of making things happen for yourself. The Eight of Swords, you can be going through it emotionally. You can be gnawing on that bone here. You can be dealing with resentment from other people. So you're just like really going through it at this time emotionally is what it looks like. You can be more about your financial security. You can be adulting at this time, or you're being asked from the universe at this time to rely more on yourself. There is endings coming up with the Nines of Coins. There's endings coming up. You're ending a cycle at this time, but you're kind of like sticking your feet in the mud. Hi, Elle. Hi, Inez. And you're kind of sticking your feet in the mud about it. You're kind of like dragging it along. So there are certain areas of your life that you're not ready to let go yet. You're not ready to change. You're not ready to look at, because you don't want to look at it, or you're just not ready to go there yet with that situation. So you're just kind of ignoring it right now. Okay. All right. Inez trying to figure out her work situation. Okay. Yeah. So you're just like, you just kind of like a stick in the mud right now about it. So you're just kind of like not doing anything about it, just kind of seeing what will happen at this time. Okay. I do feel like this is a great time for those of you taking care of family, or this could be you very, very creative at this time. I do see an amplification on loneliness for some of you with this energy and feeling alone at this time. I do feel for some of you, you can be feeling bullied. I feel for some of you, your emotional self could be stressing you out. So you may have to stay out of your head. You know what? I was talking to one of my clients today. I have like I have regulars, like literally regulars. I mean, and I swear to God, I communicate with some of them on a daily basis. And, and he inspired me, and I sent this to him in his email to one of his questions, and he's going through it too. And I said, don't allow what you think others think of you to ruin your mindset. Don't go there with your mind. You're creating weeds in your brain. Start thinking about flowers, because it's like we create these narratives in our brain, and the thing is, that's dealing with the subconscious mind, and this is what you're creating in your head. What you think all day long, that's what you're creating. If you're thinking, I want to quit my job, sometimes what happens is that they'll fire you. If you're thinking, oh, I want to leave this relationship, then you know what happens? They'll cheat on you, or they will start acting out of pocket, because you're creating that narrative in your brain. So start thinking about the things that you want. Start thinking about flowers. Start thinking about the beautiful things that you want. Okay. I want more subscribers. I want more viewers. I want financial stability. But what does that feel like? Start thinking it, start feeling it, instead of intriguing all those nasty things in your head. Inez, thank you. I got yelled at today, really struggling. I know. And it's not easy when we're dealing with the wrenches in our mind. And it's not really easy dealing with the wrenches in our reality. But you know what? You have to really you can't be there emotionally. You can't be subjective. You really got to step out and be objective to situations. Let me tell you, I have been through situations where it's like, I could have gone to jail for some things, and I did it, and I took it like a bitch. Because at the end of the day, this is why it's important to delve into spirituality, because it helps you be more of an observer. Because then you realize, like, everything is not real. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna die. You're not gonna remember any of this stuff that happened. So why make it such a bad narrative for yourself? Why don't you make it a good narrative for yourself? Change your story. Change your story around. Start thinking of good things. People yell at you. Okay, just let them. You know what? Sometimes I'm not the best driver, but I drive like an old lady. And sometimes people like get mad at me and stuff, or drive faster around me and stuff. And instead of me going chasing after them and trying to kill them, I just like, whatever. It's not going to bother me. I ruined your peace for no reason. It's like, okay, that's a waste of time. So it's like that. So I don't even bother. So it's time to change the narrative in your head. Plus, you're going through your Saturn dasha, which is not easy anyways. So this would be a great time in Pisces to delve into the power of the subconscious, and read those books about the power of the subconscious. I like Joseph Murphy. He's my favorite. I've read The Power of the Subconscious mine like 100 times and stuff. And that's my favorite book. And that's his only book he wrote. And then they broke it down into little books. So just so you know, just buy the big book. But anyway, so this is a great time to work on the self, work on changing the narrative in your brain, because when you change your mind, you change your reality. Okay. The Queen of Cups, I feel like you can have options coming up. This could be options with career or options with love happening for you as well with this energy. So know that. I feel also, with her and the Nine of Swords in these nines here, you are consumed by your dark feelings. It's time to stop that conversation. You don't have to run with these feelings. You don't have to live that reality. Granted, that reality might take a little bit of time for you to get out or to create, but it's because you have to practice having a different narrative with the mind, okay? The World card, the world works in your favor. Recognition, fame happening for some of you here as well. Stepping out of your comfort zone will bring about blessings to you. The Three of Coins, I see you happy on a financial level and emotional level, okay? The Six of Cups, I see you very having like a second childhood at this time with this energy here. You can be reconnecting with people from your past with this energy. The Hermit card, endings and new beginnings are coming up with this energy. I see you climbing the corporate ladder. No, Inez, you won't have your Saturn dasha is over. So you're coming out of your Saturn dasha because you're a Pisces rising. Okay. It's going to be affecting Leo risings and Sun in the first house in Leo. So that's a very good question. So you guys may want to check your natal chart. Thank you for telling me that. So also, again, amplification on loneliness. So you're really going through it emotionally. The Nine of Coins, you can, with Saturn and Pisces, be a great mystic. Okay, be a great healer at this time with this energy. Have spiritual advice to give to other people. Maybe you have to listen to me talk because maybe you have to practice what you preach now. Okay, I do see you ending cycles. For some of you, this could be traveling. For others of you, this could be a move coming up. The Six of Wands, you can be very diplomatic and making it a point to get along with other people at this time with this energy. The Nine of Cups, lots of nines here. So we're closing out certain cycles out of our life. The yes card to whatever question I did not answer is yes. The Ace of Coins, mastering your money situation. So things will turn around. Things will get better. You can be delving into certainty at this time. You can be ambitious because we have a kite energy in your 8th house of Pisces this week as well. So this is overcoming certain fears or obstacles. Whatever you're scared to deal with or handle, or you've been kind of running away from, this week is an awesome week to delve into it and to deal with it and to face it head on, because you're going to find that you really had nothing to worry about. Now, I see money coming in, but at the same time, I see money worries. So you could be paying your bills or catching up on your bills this week as well as this money is coming in. So be careful with your spending this week. The Star card, hope reigns supreme. I feel you can be more about bigger picture, volunteering your time or energy, or wanting to help humanity with this energy. And the Ten of Cups, your perspective and outlook on life is changing. Again, amplification on money coming in, happy on a financial level and emotional level, but then you have money worries. Okay, so you're getting yourself out of your hole slowly but surely. Okay, it will happen. Just keep the energy positive during this time period. I love you, my kitty cats. Show your love and support to your girl Marie, please, by liking, subscribing, and sharing. And thank you for everyone who has. Kisses. Mwah.